you guys. Hello, everybody. How is everybody today? Oh my gosh, we are getting so much closer to school. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Do you think I'll make friends? Joe, of course you're gonna make friends. You're awesome. Oh, thank you, Miss Tracy. Will I get to see you? Joel, I'm just not sure yet. Library's gonna be maybe a little bit different this year. We'll see, but I'll be around for sure. That's really good. That's really good, because I want to see you. Well, I want to see you too, Joe. What books are we gonna read today, Miss Tracy? I got two fun books again today, Joel. I think you're gonna like them. Oh, I'm so excited. I love them all. I love them all. Oh, back to school books. Oh, so fun. So fun. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, Jill, you are so excited today. Do you think you can sit real nice, buddy, and listen to our stories? Oh, I sure can. I sure can. Crisscross applesauce. And don't worry, I'll raise my hand if I have a question. Oh, Joe, you know the rules, man. Good job. Good job. All right, buddy. Have a seat right here. Crisscross applesauce, hands in your lap. Oh, best student ever, that Joe. I just love him. Hi, boys and girls. How's everybody today? Again, I have two awesome books today. I have a new one. I don't know if many of you have seen this one. This one is called Butterflies on the First Day of School. So we're going to read that one. And then we're going to go along with that crazy dog Marley today, too, and read Marley Goes to School. I don't know. Now, Marley, I don't know if you should go to school. First, I think we'll read the Butterflies on the First Day of School. So come a little closer so you can see all the pictures. And this is by Annie Silvestro and illustrated by Dream Shen. Oh, cool. Her name's Dream. I want my name to be Dream. Just kidding. I like my name. It's fine. It makes me who I am. A month before school, Rosie picked out her very first backpack. It was covered with flowers, and she loved it with all her heart. She paraded around proudly. "Don't worry," she told her sister Emily. "Someday you'll be big enough to go to school like me." Rosie practiced raising her hand, writing her letters, and saying her teacher's name. She couldn't wait to start school. But the night before her first day, Rosie couldn't sleep. In the morning, her belly hurt. She didn't touch her chocolate chip pancakes. "Maybe I better stay home," said Rosie. "I don't want Emily to be lonely." "She'll be fine," said her mother, "and so will you." Rosie shuffled the pancakes around on her plate. "Come on, sweetie," said her dad. "Time to go." Rosie slowly pulled on her backpack. "I don't feel well," she said. "You just have butterflies in your belly," said her mother, hugging her tight. "Butterflies?" asked Rosie. That's when the bus pulled up. "I love you," said her mom. "Have fun," called her dad. Rosie stared nervously out the window. Soon a girl sat down next to her. "I'm Violet," she said. "What's your name?" "Rosie." As she spoke, a butterfly flew out of her mouth. Rosie clapped both hands over her face. "Are you okay?" Rosie nodded. "I have Mrs. Mancini," said Violet. "Me too," said Rosie. The words tumbled out on two silver butterflies. Rosie watched them flutter down the aisle. Violet didn't seem to notice. "Welcome," said Miss Mancini as the girls entered the classroom. "Hang up your backpacks, then meet me on the rainbow rug." Everyone fidgeted in a circle. "Let's get to know each other," said Miss Mancini. "I'll go first. I have a golden retriever named Barney. I love chocolate cake, and I am terrified of spiders." Violet went next. "I'm allergic to dogs," she said, "and sometimes to my brother Alex." "This summer I rode a train for the first time," said Jay. "I want to be an astronaut when I grow up," said Allison. The butterflies built up as Rosie waited for her turn. Suddenly, all eyes were on her. Rosie took a deep breath. "I have a baby sister named Emily," she said. 3 butterflies flitted into the air. "I love to sing and play soccer. I wish I had a freezer in my room so I could eat ice cream whenever I want." That's an awesome idea. The class laughed. Rosie's belly felt a little bit better. After that, Rosie sat at the art table. She painted a flower on a giant easel. She made one for Violet, too. Then they helped Jay build a train out of blocks. From time to time, butterflies rumbled in Rosie's belly. Occasionally, one or two slipped out, but by recess, she could barely feel them anymore. Rosie dashed onto the playground. "You're it!" she called. Everyone raced around playing tag, but one girl stood alone under the oak tree. She held her hands on her belly. Rosie walked over to her. "Want to play?" she asked. The girl nodded. "I'm Rosie. What's your name?" "Isabella," she answered. Butterfly after butterfly soared into the air. Isabella looked up amazed. "Feel better?" asked Rosie. "Much," said Isabella. At the end of the day, Rosie waved goodbye to her friends. She ran off the bus and leapt into her mother's arms. "School is so fun," she said. "Violet has a flower name like me, and Jay built a train out of blocks, and Isabella had butterflies too." Her mother smiled. "I can't wait to hear all about it," she said. The words floated out on the shimmering butterfly's wings. The end. So did you guys catch that at the end? The mommy had butterflies in her stomach too because she was worried. Sometimes as parents, we get a little worried when we send your little kiddos off to school. We hope that you have a great day and have good friends and everyone's nice to each other. So we get a little nervous too, don't we? All right, now it's time for that crazy Mr. Marley. And this one is written by John Grogan and illustrated by Richard Cowdery. Let's see. You know that Marley. He's always up to something not so good, if you ask me. It was the first day of school, and Cassie laid out her back-to-school supplies. Pencils, check. Crayons, check. Ruler, check. Paper, check. Marley was all set for the big day, too. By the front door, he laid out his supplies. Shoe bone, arf. Squeak toe, woof. Liver treats, roof. Favorite blanket, ow. Baby Louie crawled around the corner. "Wadi go to school too?" he exclaimed. Mommy looked at Marley, thumping his tail by the front door. "I don't think so, big guy," said Daddy. "You silly dog," Cassie said, patting Marley on his big, blocky head. "School's for kids, not dogs." Marley cocked his head and let out a low whine. Cassie was his best friend, and he was used to going everywhere she went, to the park, to the playground, to Grandma's house, even to bed. "Grab your backpack," Mommy called out. "We don't want to be late." "Arf, arf," Marley said, grabbing his leash in his teeth and hopping up on his hind legs and dancing on the floor. "Arf, arf yourself," Mommy said. "You're going in the backyard where you can't get into trouble." "Good idea," said Daddy, and the whole family set off to walk Cassie to school. Look at how sad Marley looks. Aww. Marley did not stay in the backyard for long. He started to dig, and he dug, and he dug, and he dug, and he dug, and the dirt flew up behind him until it formed a giant pile, a regular Mount McMarley. Up flew Mommy's marigolds, out flopped Daddy's daffodils, away went Cassie's carrot patch. Soon he had cleared a nice cozy tunnel under the backyard fence, with a wiggle and a waggle and a whoop whoop of his tail, and his belly crawled to freedom. Marley sniffed his way to the sidewalk, looking both ways, all clear, and followed Cassie's scent straight to the front door of school. The front door was propped open. "They're expecting me," Marley thought, and he walked right in. Down the hallway he trotted, stopping in each room in search of his beloved Cassie. Marley tried the copy center. Not in here, he thought, and then he took a moment to leave a calling card. Look at those copies. He tried the cafeteria where the cooks were busy making lunch. He did not find Cassie, but Marley found the next best thing, a heaping pile of juicy hot dogs. "Well, I don't mind if I do." "Hey, you're not supposed to be in here," one of the lunch ladies yelled. "Shoo! Go home. Burp, Marley answered. And he strolled over to music class, where the orchestra was warming up. She's not in here either, thought Marley, and he joined the band for a song. In science class, Marley did not find Cassie, but he did find a cage with 10 white mice inside. What are you doing in here? With a scratch of his paw and a flip of his nose, Marley bursted open the cage, and the mice scampered to freedom. He barked excitedly, as if to ask, "Who wants to help me find Cassie?" Marley followed the mice to the library, where the quiet didn't last long. "Mice!" screamed a little girl. "Big fat ones!" shouted a little boy. Marley raced to the gymnasium, where he suddenly forgot all about Cassie. When the dog saw a ball, he could think of only one thing. "Catch me if you can!" "Hey!" yelled the teacher. "Hey!" yelled the kids. "Come back with our ball!" But Marley did not come back. He streaked down the hall, skidded around the corner, and did a somersault and slid right into Miss Weatherby's math class. Miss Weatherby peered through her thick glasses as she wrote on the chalkboard. "Oh my," she announced. "We've just received a report of a wild animal on the loose in our school. If you come across this animal, stay back. He may be dangerous." "Yes, Miss Weatherby," the student said. "Has anyone seen him?" "No, Miss Weatherby," the student said. But they had seen him. and helped make sure that Miss Weatherby would not. When the bell rang, Marley's ears perked up. Outside he heard the happy shrieks of children playing. There was no sound Marley loved more than the sound of children at play. He headed toward it. You guys see? I gotta show you. Look at Marley. "Not so fast, buddy boy." The voice came from behind him. Gulp. It was the Principal Peabody. She seized Marley by the collar and read his tag. Cassie's dog. I should have figured. She tied Marley to the radiator with a rope. "Face the corner," she said. "I'm calling your parents." But when Principal Peabody returned 2 minutes later, all she found was half a rope wet with dog drool. "Drat," she said. "There he goes," shouted Vice Principal Tanner. "He's heading to the playground." "I'll head him off," cried the gym teacher. "I'm on his tail," declared Mrs. Weatherby, shaking her fist. "Tackle him!" screamed the lunch ladies. The grown-ups chased Marley across the playground. They chased him through the tunnel and over the tires and under the hoops. They chased him up the jungle gym and down the slide. They chased him past the swing set and around the teeter-totter. They chased him right into Cassie's arms. "Marley!" Cassie shrieked with delight. "You did come to school." "Is that your dog?" Vice Principal Tanner asked. Cassie said. "He looks somewhat familiar." "There you are!" Mommy and Daddy yelled. "Bad dog, Marley!" "Baboo body," Baby Louie said. Now, said Principal Peabody. "All's well that ends well." And Marley was so happy he jumped in the air and gave the principal a big, fat, sloppy kiss right on the lips. Teacher's pet. Oh, Marley. Well, you guys, I totally suggest that, you leave your dogs at home. Okay? Just a good idea. Little tip for you for the start of school. All right, kiddos, I hope you enjoyed the two we had today. I like them both. Which one was your favorite? I really like the butterfly ones because there's been so many times when I've been nervous too, and I get those butterflies. So now I'm going to think that when I start talking and make friends, that my butterflies are going to disappear. I kind of like that one a lot. Well, I will be back again tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I will see those behind me, or maybe this way. I don't know. We'll see. Have a good day, you guys.